Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome, everyone here in the sanctuary. Welcome to everyone on the live stream to UU Miami, the Unitarian Universalist Congregation of Miami. I invite you, everyone watching on the live stream, to get a chalice or a candle that you can light when we light our chalice up here. And everyone here in the sanctuary, please feel free to get a seat and join us this morning. My name is Jane Thayer. My pronouns are she, her. I'm a white cisgender woman wearing a black top. I have dark hair pulled back. I'm wearing pink glasses. I am not behind a pulpit today. We wanted to center our chalice. And as we begin our service today, I'd like to acknowledge that the UU Miami campus sits on the traditional land of the Tequesta, the Seminole tribe of Florida, and the Miccosukee tribe of Indians of Florida. We honor their lives and culture as well as their work throughout the generations to protect the earth and our environment. We're going to start our service today by singing together hymn number 1002, 1002, 1002, Comfort Me. And this is in the Tim hymnal. The teal hymnal, everyone. And we're also going to light our chalice during this hymn singing. The words will be projected on the screen. Please rise in body or spirit, and let's sing together. Comfort me, comfort me, comfort me, oh my soul. Comfort me, comfort me, comfort me, oh my soul. Sing with me, sing with me, sing with me, oh my soul. Sing with me, sing with me, sing with me, oh my soul. Dance with me, dance with me, dance with me, oh my soul. Dance with me, dance with me, dance with me, oh my soul. Comfort me, comfort me, comfort me, oh my soul. Comfort me, comfort me, comfort me, oh my soul. Thank you. So good morning. Morning and welcome. UU Miami is a liberal faith community celebrating diversity, dignity, and the rights of each and every person. And so, many of our community may have been grappling with many emotions this week after the local and national elections. So we are going to take some time this morning to share with each other. to share with each other. If you're visiting us for the first time today, please know there are those in our community who, post-election, feel threatened, those who feel grief and anxiety, those who feel frustration and discouragement, as well as those who are ready to fight for justice, ready to work for peace, and to protect those who are marginalized and oppressed, and those who are ready to really dig into the why, how, and when of getting and building a future with love at the center. And plenty of people who have been doing this also for a long, long time, continuously. Our service today is lay-led. In a sense, it will be led by all of us together. We can simply stay here in the sanctuary, talk to each other, if that's what this morning calls for. The team here is also prepared to lead folks into breakout gatherings, our usual Sunday Connect style, to spaces outside, or to a community art project in the Emerson Room, or to sit here in silent communal meditation, whatever's needed. So welcome again, everyone. More than ever, we need each other and our community together. If you are new and would like to learn more about UU Miami and joining us, we have plenty of contact information on the screen, or please speak with someone with a yellow lanyard after the service and they will point you in the right direction to answer all your questions. Or an orange lanyard. We've got lots of orange lanyards too. And before we begin with the sharing, we're going to take a moment to breathe together. Only 3 breaths. Just do them in your own time. Afterwards, we'll say our unison affirmation, first in English and then in Spanish. And while I breathe, I'm going to contemplate the flame in our chalice. For me, this is a symbol of our interconnectedness and a reminder to serve with love. Please breathe with me. And now let's speak together. Love is the spirit of this faith, and service is its prayer. In love we agree to dwell together in peace, to seek knowledge in freedom, and to help one another. And in Spanish, el amor es el espíritu de nuestra fe, y el servicio es su oración. En amor acordamos vivir unidos en paz, buscar el conocimiento en libertad y ayudarnos el uno al otro.
Good morning, my friends and family. And I say good morning to you, because many of us are mourning. We are UU, and we are mourning right now, probably. So, we have the prelude. I'm so sorry. So, let's listen to our prelude. Thank you. Thank you. I jumped the gun. Yes, you did it. I took the cue from Jane, but that's okay. That's the kind of morning we have today. We're on the fly and on the cuff. Go for it. All right. So let's thank Savannah Howard today. So this light is shining brightly for us because right now we all probably need a light. I don't know your political affiliations. I don't know who you voted for, and that's exactly the way we built our system, right? So there's always two sides of the story, and I've learned this so well being a transgender woman. I survived the 1980s as a transgender person in the closet, but I survived. I survived 2016 through 2020. Under an administration who was repealing a lot of protections that were for people like myself. And I'm sure I'll survive these next few years because you know why? That's the only hope that I have. And with the glimmer of hope, we can make change. And I was particularly emboldened when I heard the concession speech from one of our nation's leaders that said it's time to roll up our sleeves now and be, and you've heard me say this before right here behind this pulpit, stars in the darkness. We all have now the opportunity to be stars in the darkness. I'd like to invite you up for any of you here who'd like to express any joys or sorrow, and it's okay if what you have to share is sorrow today. I don't want to know your political affiliation. I don't want to know who you voted for, but I want to know how you feel. So I invite you now, one at a time, to come, and if I need to come and interject with a positive spin, I probably will. So you'll forgive me if I do. Welcome, Bob. Tell us your thoughts today.
Good morning, I'm Bob Jacober. The sun bursts out along with a strong breeze. Leaves sit rustling on the trees. I start my day with exercise. I feel the coming of a nice surprise. My coffee's great, so sweet and warm. I'll write a poem in my best form. Each sunrise is the best of times to write a story or create rhymes. Perhaps a letter to a friend to break from electronic trend. I find for me a pen works better than any electronic letter. I stop and think, what can I say to help friends have a lovely day? I wake up happy on most days. So good morning, sun, your beauty I praise. Attending you, Miami, is my best of ways.
Hi, I'm Bonnie Petticord. Sorrows or concerns, of course. Mainly, well, it's going to take us a little longer to get where we're going, but we will get there. My motto, for this week at least, because I love change, it might change next week, but my motto this week is business as usual. I'm not going to be any less kind. I'm not going to be any less of a light in the darkness. I'm not going to be less compassionate. I'll continue the good work wherever I can, and I hope everyone will too. It's just going to take us a little longer. We'll get there. Thank you.
Yes. And I would encourage you, not any less, but a lot more, because that's what we need now in this world, is a lot more kindness and love.
Hi, I'm Andy Arthur. It's neither a joy, it's somewhere. It's a heart. I don't know if it's joy or concern. It does regard this week. So I've said before that I'm a teacher, the hardest day teaching I ever had was the day after the 2016 election, and I was dreading teaching this past Wednesday. And I got in, and my high school seniors were angry and motivated and passionate, mostly angry. And that felt encouraging. You know, like if you're feeling despondent, know that the youth are angry. And, you know, like there's something going on. Admittedly, these are performing arts high schools, so they're pretty set on one way to begin with, demographically, but like I took some comfort in their anger, and it got me out of my sense of despondency. So, yeah, Stay angry, folks.
And for those of you who are angry, it is okay to be angry. It is a natural emotion, and it's a necessary emotion. Emotions are there to protect us, to guide us, to fill us. The important thing about those emotions is you don't let one dwell longer than the other, and you allow the process to work.
I'm Christine Hughes-Pontier. So my joy is just acknowledging all of the work that you all and we did collectively. We put on an incredible, thanks to our Social Justice Committee, incredible campaign uplifting people's stories about abortion. We promoted reproductive rights. We promoted voting and understanding the issues. We promoted all of the good in the world, and we did so much work towards that. I know we may feel really disappointed that it may not have made ultimately that one difference on election day, but it really did. Every conversation we had, every person we engaged, every person we made kind of, think differently matters. And I just really want to recognize all of the work that we did, you all did, and we did as a community and a congregation. So thank you.
Yes. One of the greatest pride that we have here at UU is our Social Justice Committee, and I would like everybody to right now give a loud, thunderous applause for all the work and their dedication that they have done through these times, and that they will continue to do.
Hi, I'm Maria. I'm just sharing a very personal joy and also a bit of gratitude. Last week I wasn't here. I was in a hospital in Massachusetts with our daughter, whose appendix ruptured at college. And it was very scary a few days, and she's fine. She's doing great. Very successful surgery, and very grateful that I was able to be with her, and more so, very, very grateful for the staff, the nurses, the medical students, and the doctors at Mount Auburn Hospital in Massachusetts. Really great people that took care of our daughter. So thank you. Gratitude, gratitude.
Is there anyone else who would like to come up and share? All right. So as we close our joys and sorrows, I want to remind you, if there's one thing that we all can count on in life, is change. And we're in the process of that right now. Maybe good change, maybe bad change, we don't know, because the only thing that truly exists in this moment is now. Which means we can only take this one day at a time and hope for a better future. How do we have a better future? By being the example we want to see in the world. I've shared with you behind the pulpit in the service the Serenity Prayer, which I think right now is very appropriate. And I want you to hear these words as I recite them to you and take them to heart. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Thank you.
So we wanted to take that time to start to hear from our community, be able to share. But this morning also is one of our Sunday Connect services. So this is where we break out into smaller groups. We're able to connect with each other, engage with each other, have conversations while we're doing activities together. And this month, aptly enough, the theme is repair. So we have 3 breakout sessions that we're going to do today. Repair in nature. Christine is going to lead everyone outside. We've got large, lush, beautiful campus, and there's a labyrinth, a meditative walk out in the corner, and Christine will lead folks who want to go there. You can gather in the back. I'm going to be leading a community art project in the Emerson room. So that's going to be paper and pasting and ripping things up and putting them back together. So that's in the Emerson room. And then if you want to stay here in the piece of the sanctuary, meditating on the flame or speaking with others who want to stay, that's another option as well if you're not feeling the other options. So yes, those 3 sessions. Nature with Christine, you can gather in the breezeway. Art with me in the Emerson room, or staying here and communing with others who want to be still and silent in sanctuary. And then I will be gathering us back together with a musical rejoiner. So I'll probably start out with the people outside and gather everyone up in song, and we'll come back to finish up and go out into the world. So feel free now. Savannah is going to play some music as we head off into our breakout gatherings, and see you in a moment. shall overcome. We shall overcome. We shall I do believe we shall overcome someday. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. I have a feeling some folks are slowly coming in. We're going to continue now, regather ourselves together after our breakout sessions. Hopefully everyone was able to commune and enjoy themselves together this morning. The art project is up on the wall in the Emerson room if anyone wants to check that out after. We ripped apart the things we felt are broken and then pasted them back together and joined them with our community to make an image that you can see on the wall in there. And so now with renewed energy, let's make an offering to this congregation that's sacred to so many of us. One of our UU shared values is generosity. In the words of Reverend Sherry Prudhomme, in practicing generosity, gratitude, and active hope, we experience our interconnectedness, the ways we are not isolated beings, but held in a vast web of connections and field of life, blessed by gifts beyond our making. For our offering today, you can scan the QR code, or Luigi and Zoltan will be bringing baskets around to collect your offering. And we were also splitting the plate with Chainless Change, an organization that brings recovery, advocacy, and support to those negatively impacted by the criminal legal system. And you'll be hearing more about this organization in a little bit. Let us share an offering now, upholding our value of generosity while always centering love. Now let's have one more moment singing together. This hymn is number 1037, We Begin Again in Love, from the Teal Hymnal. We will all sing together the refrain, we forgive ourselves and each other, we begin again in love. After each statement, I'm going to be speaking a statement, and then we'll sing together. It's a call and response. Our call today is about giving ourselves and our community grace and love as we work together to build a world centered in love for ourselves, our children, and future generations. There can be a lot of pressure to fix things now and to do it perfectly, but we are a part of a legacy of fighting for justice, and we will all begin again with love. So please rise in body or spirit so we can sing together. We forgive ourselves and each other. We begin again in love. We cannot save everything, but we can save some things, and those things are worth saving. We forgive ourselves and each other. We begin again in love. We cannot heal everyone, but we must heal everyone we can. We forgive ourselves and each other. We begin again in love. We cannot give everything, but we can try, just try, to give more. We forgive ourselves and each other. We begin again in love. We cannot change everything, but that doesn't mean we can't change anything. We forgive ourselves and each other. We begin again in love. We cannot do everything, but we can't let that stop us from doing something. We forgive ourselves and each other. We begin again in love. We cannot lose sight of our unity, our interconnectedness. We forgive ourselves and each other. We begin again in love. For those and for so many acts, both evident and subtle, which has fueled the illusion of separateness. We forgive ourselves and each other. We begin again in love. And now, finally, I'm going to thank everyone here first for coming today and being together in community. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. There are very many people who make the Sunday service happen and keep our UU Miami community running. In the spirit of generosity and gratitude, we offer special thanks this week to Savannah for accompanying our hymns and providing beautiful music. Derek, Jessica, Christine, thank you for working together with me to develop this service. Very much appreciated. Very much, Derek, thank you. Next week, we will join together for a powerful and reflective intergenerational service honoring the Transgender Day of Remembrance, commemorating lives of transgender individuals who have faced violence and discrimination. Together, we will create a space of solidarity, remembrance, and hope for a more just and compassionate world. And this will be led by Jessica Lamb, who's our Director of Religious Exploration for Youth and Children, and it invites all who seek to learn, grow, and stand in unity with the transgender community to join in. Today and for Sunday Connect services, we'll be having connections and bocaditos instead of a full lunch. Stay, chat, chew on some, it says nosh. Nosh and chat, I might have written that. Bring all a bite to share and nosh. And of course, check out your weekly Connections newsletters for details about upcoming events. We have postponed today's worship committee meeting just due to bandwidth of being ready for things like worship committee meetings. And so it will be Tuesday on Zoom in the evening. Please feel free to, if you are planning on staying, tap me and let me know, and email worship@uumiami.org to let me know you want to come on Tuesday. And then Carol, I'm going to intro Chainless Change donation drive is going to be happening in November and December. Do you want me to say some of these words, or okay? Carol's leading the charge, so she's going to say something in a second. But for the rest of 2024, we will be collecting gifts. The Social Justice Committee will be collecting gifts to be distributed by Chainless Change, a program of support and advocacy for people emerging from jails and prisons. We partner with Chainless Change because this program addresses individuals' needs for healing and empowerment while educating and advocating for systemic change. Chainless Change strives to promote the genuine health, safety, and liberation of our people, all of our people. So you can find a list of items at the table and in your newsletter, and Carol's going to say a little more.
Speaking for the Social Justice Committee, we have organized this project for the whole congregation from now through the holidays for Chainless Change, which Jane already said, people coming out of prisons and jails. How many of you have noticed the table in the back? Put together by the always caring Judy Homer, and it's pretty self-explanatory. The items that they want are basically hygiene items and underwear, socks, and the list is on the table, it's in the newsletter, it'll be here and there. So when you're, like, let's say you're in the supermarket, just pick up an extra can of shaving cream or some Tampax and bring it on in. So thanks in advance for everything everybody can do. And special thanks to Kat for setting up the table.
Thank you, Carol, and Kat, and Judy, and the Social Justice Committee. Thank you, everyone. There's going to be a webinar. No, we're all going to be watching, anyone who wants to, a webinar that was sponsored by the UUA and hosted by Muslim and Jewish UU professionals to share the history of the region of Israel and Palestine. It's called Why We Cannot Turn Away: Resources for UU Leaders Engaging on Israel and Palestine. And we're going to be sharing that webinar in the sanctuary next week after lunch, after the service, for people who want to join and learn more. And talk also. There's like a subcommittee from the social, now I'm just riffing. There's a subcommittee of the Social Justice Committee that's looking at this issue specifically, so feel free to come and talk and join in the conversation. Also, Give Miami Day is coming up, November 21st. It's a huge day in Miami for fundraising for nonprofits. It's one of my favorite days of the year because you really feel the solidarity with all of the people across Miami giving to their favorite charitable organizations. Every gift over $25 to UU Miami will help bring in a percentage matching gift from Miami Foundation. So just planting that seed that is a great day to donate if you want to contribute. I also wanted to bring up the Thanksgiving potluck. That will be on Thursday, November 28th from 4 to 6. Members and friends and visitors are all welcome to join. Please reach out to communications at uumi.org to let us know that you're coming and what you'd like to bring. Those are our announcements. And I'd like to thank you all for sharing in the announcements because they really embody who we are and what drives our work in the world. Thank you. I'm going to hand it now to Christine Hughes-Pontier, who is going to close us out, who's going to share some closing words. Thank you.
Thank you, Jane. All right, friends. I think in this moment, we've been able to connect today to ourselves, to our community, to each other, maybe even to the great outdoors and to nature and the earth. And my invitation in this moment is that we take care of each other. We are going to be, as if we were not already, very needed in this world. UU Miami as a community, as a faith community, as a spiritual home is going to be critical going forward. Many of us who are here already know this, but the invitation is for us to be gentle with each other, to take care, to think of the impact of our words, to be kind and compassionate with each other, because this is a time when we have to be strong and stronger together in order to be what the world needs us to be and what we need ourselves to be. So let's let the little things go. Let's remember why we're all here, connect to our values in our own relationships, and I hope to see all of you here showing up, doing a little piece of this super important community and the work that we do in the world for justice and equity and compassion. Each of you has a piece of that. And yeah, so my invitation is just to be kind, not only with the wider world, but let's be kind with ourselves and with each other. This is exactly the time when Ryan and I found our way to the UU in 2016. And I can see that this is about to be a really important community in our county. So that's my wish for us. Thanks everybody for being here.
Thank you, Christine. Thank you all. Please stand. I invite you now to stand, greet each other, seek out someone you don't know, and say hello. Thank you for being here today.